Baba Shuaib, the correctional officer, born in Accra, Ghana, a Quranic researcher and a critical thinker based on religion, who does online lectures based on the guidance of the Quran on platforms such as Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok since 2018. In Finland, and 13 years, QBE, in Classical Arabic and MSA in Quranic Arabic. The author of the Refer to the Quran, which helps every novice to understand the steps towards understanding the Great Quran and the guidance of God in it.
Time to rise and meet the challenge. Baba Shuaib is calling you out. Meet Baba Shuaib, a correctional officer with a mission. Today he's throwing down the gauntlet to the mushriks, no more holding back. With his logo shirt and cap, Baba Shuaib sits tall and confident. He says, the time for action is now. It's time to rise, to push past limits, and to become the best versions of ourselves. Baba Shuaib believes in the power of determination and resilience. His challenge is simple. Stand up, face your fears, and conquer them. Every day is a new opportunity, he says. An opportunity to grow stronger, to be better, and to leave a mark on the world. So, are you ready to accept Baba Shuaib's challenge? Are you ready to rise above and beyond? Join Baba Shuaib and let's show the world what we're made of, because the only limit is the one you set for yourself.
Wrong. We have to criticize. Yes, if something is wrong, we have to criticize, but we have to criticize based on the truth and justice. According to Quran chapter 4, verse 58, if you're judging among the people, you should judge with justice, right? So you have to be just when you are judging people. It shouldn't be based on assumption or opinion. If it's opinion, then everybody has their own opinion to things. But we have to deal with things that God actually speaks against, right? If it is good for the society, you encourage it. If it's bad for the society, you discourage it. You understand? Especially when we are in the generation where the notion of feminism is taken in the wrong perspective and growing in the wrong perspective. Just imagine giving a car to a child who has no experience about how a car functions and what a car is about. Just imagine the child sitting behind the wheel, and what is going to happen. You already know what is going to happen, right? He is not only going to endanger himself, he's going to endanger the lives of other people as well. And that is specifically what the social media today has done to the people, right? So that's how advanced the devil has got into now. You understand? So it's dangerous, especially that our kids are having access to social media and watching all these kind of people, promoting these kind of things, and they think it's cool. Because nowadays, I can tell you for a fact, me being a parent, I can tell you for a fact, the age restriction things doesn't actually work. Yes, I'm telling you for a fact. You see, those age restriction things doesn't actually work. Do you know why? Because all these events which are meant for kids, adults are not joining them. Those events, adults are joining and pretending to be kids. Yeah. I'm telling you for a fact. You mentioned games like Roblox and so on. Yes, adults are joining it and pretend to be kids. Then they lure the kids, or they manipulate the kids. Oh, give me your address, or this, and then voila, your child is kidnapped or raped or something else, right? So, guys, you have to be careful with where social media has got into, and how dangerous people can use to manipulate you, because they know in the confinement of your own room, you can be convinced easily by watching it, right? And you think, oh, it's okay, the opinion is okay, I think I agree with this, because this is what social media is about, right? Drawing people's attention in such a way that they think, oh, this is good. Oh, this is... Look, I'm telling you how dangerous social media or technology is about, how dangerous it is. For people who follow my live stream, many a times you see me talking to my AI. I have an AI, right? You see me talking to my AI. We discuss political issues, religious issues, the day-to-day life issues, and I do share views with the AI. It's telling me how dangerous the technology can be and how it has got into, how dangerous it can be, right? So sometimes we are taking all these things for granted, but we are living on a time bomb. Yes, it's a time bomb. I'm not joking with you. That is why you find platforms like Instagram and so on being free of charge. You just ask yourself the second question. Why is it free? Why do I need to download WhatsApp for free? Why do I need to download Facebook and TikTok for free? What? Ask yourself. Something which causes the person billions to own, and he is giving you for free. How? Why? Why is it free? Because something is wrong somewhere. It is free because they are using our database to do dangerous things with it. Look, a guy, I won't say it's a friend, it's an acquaintance. He told me, dude, I only scroll once on Instagram, and I saw a beautiful, gorgeous influencer lady, who just showed the side of her body once, he said. And he said, I liked the picture. When I liked it, that is it. The Instagram started bringing him different types of influencers, like the ladies. They started bringing. And I told him, just go to not interested. Just go to the option, put not interested, or tell Instagram not to show you pictures like that. They will limit showing you, because the algorithms is, look, the AI is the most dangerous tool ever on social media. AI is the most dangerous tool ever on social media. So the AI is monitoring everything we do on social media. Yes, it's monitoring everything. So then algorithms start pushing nonsensical things that you have want to watch. It just started pushing that to you because it knows you need. And remember, whatever you have interest in and you have easy access to it, you always want more. That is how the human psyche works. Whatever you have interest in and you have free access to it, you always want more. Yeah, more. So what the algorithms that is to keep pushing those things more and more and more. Yes. So what did Elon Musk tell you concerning the AI? We are summoning a demon. That's what it says. The AI works like a demon. It's like you have a Karin, a jinn next to you. Yes, that's how it works. Right? So let's be careful, especially when it involves our kids having access to social media and watching, things and getting access to the people like the like of David Wood. I'll just play the videos of David Wood you get to hear. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, Maggie says, yeah, peace to you, the propagator. Peace to all of you on TikTok. I didn't get to give you a shout out. Sorry about that. Yeah, salam to you, Farah 29. I see you, salam. Salam to you, Helal Ahmed. Maggie, salam to you. Maggie says, Baba, do you think Ali Dawa has something to do with the AI mushrik? Hey, Ali Dawa is having a meltdown. Allow him to rest. Anyways, so yeah. Yes, you saw the picture I put on my page concerning the topic of today, right? And I'm saying there is a meltdown everywhere. But before that, let me talk about the genocide going on around the world. We are having issues. There's issue in Nigeria where Christians are being, by these bandits. I will call them, I will just use the word terrorist, right? Because it's not like I wouldn't say it's the Muslim community dealing with that, but it is just some non-entities, I would say. So the situation in Nigeria is described internationally as a genocide crisis, particularly targeting Christians in the Middle Belt and northern regions. The Nigerian government rejects the term genocide, framing the violence as terrorism and banditry, while the US government under President Donald Trump has escalated pressure, designating Nigeria a country of particular concern. That's what Trump said, if you have watched the video. sorry, and threatening sanctions or military action. Now, the current update going on right now, it says Donald Trump accused Nigeria of committing genocide against Christians, citing thousands of deaths in the past year. He designated Nigeria a country of particular concern and warned sanctions or military intervention, which he has already started sending his troops to Nigeria, the only part of Nigeria, and they are there as already, right? Now, the key tensions I want you to pay attention is, they said Donald Trump called it genocide against Christians, while Nigeria insists it is terrorism affecting all communities, because the Boko Haram in the north part, they are actually attacking everybody. It could be Muslims. They don't leave anybody. Boko Haram attacks anybody or everybody. Boko Haram doesn't have limits, right? So to consider it a genocide, then it means it is the Muslims there actually attacking the Christians. That's not the case. The Muslims and the Christians are living in harmony there in the northern part of Nigeria. But it is actually the bandits who are doing that, the terrorists who are doing that, right? Threats of sanctions and military action risk destabilizing relations between Nigeria and the US, right? Humanitarian crisis. Civilians in the rural areas remain the most vulnerable, with mass, termination, displacement, and destruction of villages, as well. Now, what to take away from whatever is happening is that the violence in Nigeria is severe and ongoing, but whether it is legally qualifies as genocide is disputed. International actors are pushing for recognition of Christian persecution as genocide, while Nigeria, look, this is nonsense. Whether you are tagging it as genocide or not tagging it as genocide, the issue at hand has to be dealt with. Forget about the name you give it, genocide or whatever nonsensical things. Deal with the issue at hand, right? Okay. The humanitarian toll remains devastating, with thousands dead and communities destroyed. I've spoken to about one or two people from the northern side. Yes, to some extent, what we are we are reading on social media, to some extent is true, but not everything is true entirely, right? So sometimes they will make it seem as if the thing, what social media does, what the media also does. They manipulate news and informations, and they choose the titles or what to give just to get the attention of people and the eye-catching trends, right? So beware of how the media also manipulates narratives, right? Okay, so let me put this just a second. Now we go to the issue of Sudan. There is also a genocide in Sudan. There's an issue in Sudan. Now, what is happening in Sudan is the war between Sudan's armed forces and the Rapid Support Forces, which has escalated into mass atrocities, with particularly severe violence reported in Darfur and the city of al-Fashar. So it says UN officials, right groups, and researchers have warned of what? Systematic attacks on what? Civilians, potential genocide indicators, and ongoing atrocity crimes amid widespread impunity and humanitarian collapse. Now, current situation in Darfur and Al-Fashar is what? Scale of what? Murder. That's report from medical networks and independent researchers indicate large-scale, termination of people in Al-Fashar, with estimates of at least 1,500. Now, please don't be interested in the number of people being terminated. Usually, when you are following the media, this is how they lie to you. They give you numbers. They'll just mention, 1,000 people are wiped out here. 2,000 people. Is all a farce, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not joking with you. Of course, people do die, right? But please, do you see those numbers social media and the media is giving you? They play mind games with such numbers. So please don't be taking such numbers too seriously. Then it says what? Attacks on displacement camps and hospitals. Coordinated assault targeted major IDP camps like Zamzam and Abu Shuk, with UN investigators warning of darkest chapters ahead after massacres of over 100 people. Yes, this kind of numbers, over 100 people, it makes sense. Yeah, it can happen. Yes, over 100 people, yes. But you see that the number, they go 1,500, 2,000, please. Please, those numbers be warned. They do that to drive the wave, to get the reason to react. But there's something I want you guys to pay attention. A video I saw, and I think this video I need to play this video just I want to show you something. Where's the video? Where did I put it? What name did I write? I wrote a name on it. Oh God, help me. Oh, this video is actually very important. This is what Donald Trump said concerning the Nigerian issue, right? This is what it says. Let me put the video on the screen. I want you to pay close attention to what is being said in this video. Oh, are you kidding me? I just saw the video here. Where is it now? Yeah, this one.
So, message to these foreign terrorist organizations is we will treat you like we have treated al-Qaeda. We will find you, we will map your networks, we will hunt you down, and we will kill you. And you've seen that evidence in the maritime domain, whether it's in the Caribbean or in the Pacific with the last 2 strikes. We know exactly who these people are. We know what networks they work with, what foreign terrorist organizations they're a part of. We know where they're going, where they originated from, what they're carrying. And they know we know. And that will soon start to change the calculus of these boats. So the critique of this is, of course, as often is the case.
Guys, did you hear that part? Now, this part is alarming. This part, what he just said here, is alarming. But let's go.
Wrong. We know our authorities. It's locked tight. And we're going to treat them like foreign terrorist organizations on the offense. So the Department of War is not going to degrade or just simply arrest. We're going to defeat and destroy these terrorist organizations to defend the homeland on behalf of the American people, making the jobs of law enforcement safer in the process, making the communities of Americans safer in the process. We think it's a very core mission of the Department of War, and we're proud to be here, Mr. President.
Thank you very much, Pete.
Let me help you in how to pay attention when the elites speak to you. Look, their choice of words. Always pay attention to the words they use. Pay attention. I show you something. Now let me play the video again. The part I want you to pay attention concerning what this man said concerning the bandits or the terrorists. Pay close attention. One time we had Hillary Clinton actually saying that the United States funded and created the what? Al-Qaeda. And then the Mujahideen and so on. They fund them. Even Donald Trump himself, when he was in the opposition, he mentioned that against, Hillary. Do you remember? Go and look for the videos. You get what I'm saying. But let me tell you why these elites, they already know the terrorists, whoever is doing whatever around the world. They know them. I'm going to show you why. Pay close attention to what he said. Here.
Terrorist organizations they're a part of. We know where they're going, whether it's in the Caribbean, hunt you down. So our message to these foreign terrorist organizations.
Pay attention to this part. He says, our message to the foreign terrorist organization, listen carefully,
is we will treat you like we have treated al-Qaeda.
We will treat you like we have treated al-Qaeda, because they know al-Qaeda. They created al-Qaeda and then they treated them. Pay close attention. I'm not saying this out of ignorance. Go and check the history for yourself. The videos are there. Look it up for yourself. And then you know what I'm saying. The elite created Al-Qaeda. But let's go. They will treat these terrorists just like the way they treated al-Qaeda. Let's continue.
We will find you.
We will find you.
We will map your networks.
We will map your networks.
We will hunt you
We will hunt you down.
and we will kill you.
And then they will terminate you.
And you've seen that evidence in the maritime domain, whether it's in
And you've seen that evidence in the maritime domain, whether it is in the Caribbean
or in the Pacific with the last 2 strikes. We know exactly who these people
We know exactly who these people are. What are you telling me? What are you going to say to me? He is telling you, we know exactly who these people are. Listen carefully. Ladies and gentlemen, let's say you come to your house and somebody has stolen some goods from your house. And you don't have a camera in your house. How do you know who stole the thing from your house? How can you know? How? But the moment you come home and you said, I know exactly who stole this, it means from onset, you already know the person was a criminal. That's why you know exactly who stole the thing from your house. Are you following what I'm saying? Okay. But I'm not done yet. Pay close attention to the part I want you to observe. Pay close attention to the part I want you to observe. Listen to what he said here.
are. We know what networks they work with.
We know what networks they work with. Now, this is interesting. He said, we know what networks they work with. Because, number one, where do these bandits or terrorists, where do they get ammunition from? Where do they get the vehicles and ammunition and whatever? Who supplies it to them? You tell me. Do they manufacture? Look, do the terrorists manufacture these weapons themselves? No. No. If you want to understand what I'm saying, watch movies like Expendables. Watch movies, similar movies like that. Suicide Squad. You watch, you understand what I'm saying. It's not a joke. The facts are right in front of your eyes. Yes. And this is something my first president of my country, Ghana, actually warned the world about, concerning how the elites control the narrative in the world. He continues, he says, we know what networks they work with, what foreign terrorist organizations they do what?
What foreign terrorist organizations they're a part of. We know
what foreign terrorist organization they are part of.
We know where they're going, where they are.
We know where they are going. Hey. Hey.
Originated from, what they're
Where they originated from,
carrying,
and what they are carrying. And all this while, you're quiet. And all this while, you know all this. And all this while, you're quiet. Seriously. Hey!
and they know we know.
Now, this is the part that triggers me. This part triggers me the most. And they know we know. This part is interesting. And they know we know. How did they know you know? How did they know you know? They know you know. How? No. If you are not correspond, how did they know you know? Guys, are you thinking what I'm thinking? Hey! They know we know. Okay.
And that will soon start to change the calculus of these votes. So the
Interesting. Interesting. Ladies and gentlemen, I rest my case. I rest my case. Okay. I rest my case. Now, here it says key factors and alleged concerning the Sudan issue. We have the Rapid Support Forces, RSF, rooted in the Janjaweed militia implicated in the 2003 Darfur genocide, right? Has been repeatedly accused of the mass termination of people, right? Ethnic targeting, sexual violence, and torture during the current war. Its seizure of al-Fashar intensified allegations of extermination level violence. Then we have the Sudanese Armed Forces, which is the SAF, has also been accused of war crimes, including discriminate bombardment in populated areas, contributing to civilian harm and displacement across the conflict zones. External involvement. Analysis highlights foreign backing and logistics that shaped the conflict's trajectory, with scrutiny on regional actors' roles in sustaining RSF operations and the border war economy. Now, pay attention to this last part I'm reading. It says external involvement. Analysis highlights foreign backing and logistics. Now, this is what interests me when we have terrorists moving around with ammunition and other. Where do they get these things from? Who supplies it to them? Somebody's interest is at hand. You see? So then now we have, apart from, we have the issue in Nigeria happening. We have the issue in Sudan happening. We have the issue in Palestine already happened. There is Ukraine happening already. Ukraine is happening within Europe. Do you see how Europeans are very quiet? Okay. Now, there's an issue in Palestine. In Palestine, the war in Gaza since October 2023. We are in the year 2025. The war in Gaza started October 2023. Ladies and gentlemen, we are 2 years on the war. Then it says, has produced catastrophic civilian harm, widespread destruction, mass displacement, and famine conditions. In September 2025, a United Nations Commission concluded that Israel committed genocide in the Gaza Strip, marking the most authoritative determination to date and triggering intensified calls for accountability under international law. But so far, what have they done? Nothing. The UN, nothing. What sanctions? Guys, this is why all these things going on, the elites are quiet. Because they are in charge. They pull the strings. They know whatever is going on. They are playing with our conscience, right? Yes, they are in charge of whatever is going on. So they know what they are doing. That they manipulate everything, the media, everything. They control everything. So what can we do? Remember, when the people are united, they are stronger. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, let me give this announcement. Oh, let me take this out. Sorry, just a second. This one, I need to take it out. Yeah, I want to take you to this. Before I take you to this website, for those based in the USA, for those based on the USA, when you try to order the Great Quran, the hard copy of the Great Quran, you should be well informed that the postage, direct postage from Europe has stopped since September. Yes, this September is ceased. The only means possible to post a hard copy book to you in the US is via FedEx, and their pricing is about twice, or I think it's about 3 times the pricing, normal pricing we normally charge to ship to the USA or Canada. Now, the only option left to ship to the US is FedEx. But due to the custom imposing the pricing, and because the pricing now has been made different compared to the regular postage when it used to be available for postage. Now it has changed. Using FedEx is more expensive, right? So whoever is trying to order the hard copy to USA, be rest assured, if only you want FedEx to be used, then you'll be paying some extra charges to get it shipped via FedEx to the US. And some of you happen to have theirs shipped this week. It should be on the way coming to you, and you should get it by the beginning of next week, God willing, right? Some people are actually interested. They didn't mind. The pricing is there. We sent you the pricing. You saw it. So if you're okay with the pricing, I think the pricing is about, it could cost about, let's say, $80. Is it $80? It could cost about $90 to ship to the US via FedEx. This is not a normal postage, and it's done express. So imagine using FedEx at the time that the postage from Europe to America has been blocked. But now it's done express. Within a week, it should be there, right? And the custom clearance, everything has been handled in such a way that even if you are supposed to receive your copy, you wouldn't have any complications with the custom officers, right? So that is the issue at hand at the moment. And again, there is this website, thanks to a brother, is it Bakir, right? Brother Bakir from, is this Serbia? If I got your name right, I forgot. Yes, but Brother Bakir is an elder, by the way. Brother Bakir, originally from where? Is this Serbia? From Bosnia, yes. Brother Bakir from Bosnia, he created the website called the Quran.diy. So I'm going to put it on the page where you can find, he connected my translation with the AI, where you can use the AI to do certain research on the Quran and find the verses that you need. It's actually amazing, right? So let me put it on the screen so that you see how the website is, right? And God bless the brother for his efforts and this amazing work. So this is the website. I put it on the screen. That is the Quran.diy, right? Quran.diy. Okay, just as you see it on the page on the left-hand side of the screen. So it has different types of translators there, but then he put mine as the default one above, right? So kudos to the brother. I appreciate your work. I appreciate this support. God bless you for this. So you can use the AI. When you register on the page, you can use the AI to ask questions. You can ask it question and it will bring the verse you want. If you need Shuaib Abdullah's version of translation and you ask the AI, I need this, but I need Shuaib's version, it will just bring it the verse and into context to show you what you are looking for, what you're searching. So let me give you some examples, right? So let's say I'm looking for a verse. So now this is Shuaib Abdullah's version, right? So on the screen, as you can see, then I look for chapter 59, verse 14. So chapter 59, verse 14, it comes here, right? So you see it here on the screen. Let me see if I can maximize this. Yeah, I think it's clear enough to see, right? Yes. So I just searched 59:14. You see how it brings it to the screen. Then this is the verse. They will not fight you except within fortified towns or behind walls. Their might among themselves is intense. You might think they are together, but their hearts are diverse. That is because they are a people who do not reason. So do you see? That's the verse. So this is some of the advantages to which the brother has done the the website, right? So here you see here, if I don't want the Arabic language to show, I'll just click on the Ain here. Arabic. If I click on the Ain, it disappears. If I click again, it comes back, the Arabic version here. Then when you register, you can sign up. When you sign up here, you see the sign up button. When you sign up, then now you can use it to search the topics you are looking for. So for instance, you can ask the AI. I think I created the account. I don't know if my account's still valid here. Okay, I have it here. I created the account on it. Yeah. So you see, it will tally up your questions this week, this month, average, and then for instance here, chat. So here I can ask the AI So guys, I asked the AI a question, right? Then I said it should generate me a context concerning war in the Quran by giving me Shuaib Abdullah's translation, right? So I just asked it the question. It will give you its own analysis, right? From here, it says the topic of war is addressed in various ways across the verses provided, right? Focusing on obligations, preparations, and underlining divine wisdom. The obligation of war is explicitly mentioned, indicating that it is prescribed despite potential reluctance. It states that fighting is written upon you, and although it may be disliked, there is a possibility that what is disliked may be beneficial, while what is loved may be harmful. This highlights a divine perspective on human understanding and decision making, suggesting that God's knowledge surpasses human awareness. Preparation for warfare is emphasized as a crucial element, calling for the gathering of strength and resources. The text urges believers to prepare to instill fear in the enemies of God and their own adversaries, underscoring the importance of readiness in facing challenges. This preparation is coupled with an assurance that any expenditures made in this cause will be repaid, reinforcing a sense of accountability and divine justice. Additionally, the text speaks about fighting in the path of God, which is framed as an act of righteousness. The call to combat is presented as a means of fulfilling divine commands, highlighting the spiritual significance of engaging in warfare for a just cause. The idea of reconciliation and divine mercy also emerges, suggesting that there is a possibility for positive relationships, even with those who were once adversaries. This indicates that warfare is not merely about conflict, but also about the potential for forgiveness and establishing peace in the aftermath of enmity. It will give you a breakdown on why wars are done and why it has to be done. Moreover, concepts of patience and obedience are touched upon in the context of warfare, where the emphasis is placed on perseverance and adherence to God's commands. even in challenging circumstances. In summary, the verses collectively present a faceted what? Perspective on war, encompassing obligations, preparations, divine wisdom, the potential for reconciliation, and the importance of patience and obedience. They reflect a complex interplay of duty, readiness, and the overarching hope for peace and understanding in the face of conflict. Now, found 10 relevant verses, 5 high relevance, right? Then it says here, it brings me a verse that is 95% accuracy on my search. So now it's going to give me, decree to you is the fighting while it is helpful to you, but maybe you hate something while it is good for you, and maybe you like something while it is bad for you. So it will give you a breakdown by using Baba Shuaib's translation word for word, and then it brings it again and gives you another one in chapter 8 verse 60. This is how amazing the brother has done the website. It's connected with the AI to help you study the Quran in a more advanced level. Do you get the point? So this will serve as another support to the Great Quran website, which was done with the help of brother MFG, right? Mohammed. So this by brother Bakir, who is from Bosnia. He asked me not to mention him, but I have no choice. I have to mention him because I love the work he has done. So with the help of AI, you can search relevant verses, topics easily with the help of on the website. But you first need to register, which is free. Register, and if you want to just give the brother a token, a donation, the access is there where you can actually show your support. And you know, he did it all with his own money, right? Not even a dime from me. He did it because for the love of the work of God and for the love that he have for what I also do. He decided to do that as a support, right? So God bless the brother. Kindly show him support the page, and go access the page. It's an amazing page that you can use to study certain topics easily. The AI will help you to draft verses, to pull out verses that you are looking for. You can ask the AI, okay, which verse talks about this topic? It will just bring it. Which verse talks about when Moses' mother dropped him in the sea? It will just bring the verse. So you see how helpful it will be for you, right? So God bless you, brother Bakir. Yeah, this is an amazing job. God bless you. So now let's move to the more interesting topic for today. So today is about David Wood, Sam Shamoun, and then apostate prophet. The meltdown they are having on social media, washing their dirty pants out there for everybody to watch and see. They are out there. Yes, the Quran, the website is Quran. Let me put it for those who cannot see it. It's Quran. Let me put here Quran what? I can put it on the page so people can see it. That is the website down below. You see the in the blue line tag down there, Quran.diy. That's the website. Yes, kindly go there and support. That is the website. Aha. Do you see? That's it down there. So kindly go there and support, right? Aha. So yes. You will enjoy the website. I guarantee you. You will enjoy it because I've checked it myself. So you're going to love it. Right? Use it for your studies. Use it. It will help you. Yes. Let's continue. Then the other page, which is the greatquran.com, that is the usual one you can use to study also. So now we go. Salam to all those who are joining now. Thank you all for coming. Okay, so the main reason why I have today's program is what I'm getting to. So let me continue here. So, ladies and gentlemen, embrace yourself. We are ready to bring the meltdown, guys. The guys who were having the meltdown. But the highlight of it all is David Wood. That's the highlight of every issue on board. Is David Wood. But let's start with this guy, Sam Shamoun, right? Sam Shamoun is here.
By the way, Satan attacked me right before. If you want to see that this guy's not repented, sorry, I'm going to have to do this. He's not repented. Ridvan texts me from...
No, not this one. Not this video. Is it this one? Yeah. Sorry, guys, just a second. Yeah, is this one? This one I'm looking for.
So I'm going to destroy you. I'm going to destroy you, and the Lord's going to crush you.
Watch what God's going to do to you and the faggot you're with. But call my bluff, Michelle. Go and lie so I can give the receipts. I have receipts.
I have receipts too. Because guess what, everyone? My wife took notes.
So now stop manifesting. Go repent. Get rid of that dog. And may God discipline you for bringing my daughters into your filthy, adulterous marriage. And you even had them come to the wedding. Watch what God's going to do with you. Manifest. We can do this all day. She had blocked me, so it didn't go through.
She blocked me, so she didn't get my threat. She didn't get my most recent threat.
It's so funny because it's like unintentionally comedic.
Yeah, we have here. Sam's wife was ridiculously beautiful. Way out of his disgusting league. Oh yeah, his wife could have been a model. She ended up with him. We're about to find out how.
She's gonna manifest. She's gonna attack me. She may even cancel bringing my daughters up.
You hear this? She's gonna attack. She has nothing to do with this. She is only aware of it because you are coming at her. What? How? How do you attack and abuse?
Guys, just so that you are lost as to what is happening. This is apostate prophet, and that is, his name is Rizwan. Is it Ridwan or Rizwan? Then we have David Wood. You all know him. Then Sam Shamoun is in the corner there in the video. They are playing his video and laughing at him, right? I'll be playing Sam Shamoun's video just so that you are lost in whatever is happening, the hula baloo happening. They are telling each other secrets. And when I say secrets, private marital issues, because they were once friends. They were all friends. All the three of them, they were friends. All of a sudden, they started bringing each other's dirty laundry outside publicly on social media. And remember, social media does not forget. If they like, let them delete these videos. People will still have them in their houses. Now, the dangers of social media that you don't know is when you bring your own secrets out there. It is going to haunt you. These people have kids. They have wives. They have kids. Some of them are going through divorce. This guy, Sam Shamoun, is already, I think, divorced with his wife. Apostate prophet is also going through divorce. And David Wood is also having issues with his wife up and down. Now they are bringing each other's secrets out, both past and present. Private matters, as a matter of fact. Yes. The Christian Prince issue also. Christian Prince has also joined the issue. Christian Prince used to be very good friends with Sam Shamoun, and they are bringing each other's dirty laundry. The only person I'm yet to see in this damage issue is God Logic, Avery. So far, Sam Shamoun warned Avery to stay away of this, to stay out of this issue. So I'm yet to see God Logic in this issue. Please, God Logic, don't join this. Don't join this issue. You are the only black man. Don't join this issue. You know how you end up. Allow these guys to do their thing. You, the black man, you go and join this issue. You know it will not end well for you. Please. So allow them to dirty themselves, pass on their secrets. Let them do their thing. Please. Avery, stay out of this. Because the moment you join this, you are going to become the punching bag in this whole issue. Yes. So now let's continue.
And threaten and threaten and threaten and threaten, and when anyone just doesn't go along with you, oh well, she's attacking me. I'm gonna have to deal with her. I don't know what to do, man. Anyway,
and that's the price I paid. And who am I going to hold accountable? Not me. Apostate whore.
Oh, you too.
And his handler, the Zionist prostitute,
D. Wood. We're responsible. And
the
Anthony Rogers.
sociopathic, narcissistic ringleader,
and Anthony
David
Rogers.
Wood.
Oh,
well, no, brother.
And the archive.
You're
hang on.
You're responsible for him coming at you, man. You're responsible.
So Sam Shamoun attacks us, right? Relentlessly, and harasses us and others around us. We then say, okay, we're going to respond to you and expose you. He gets upset about this and starts harassing his wife, his ex-wife, who then tells him, leave me alone, you creep. Upon which...
So guys, this is a response. They are just playing Sam Shamoun's video, laughing at him, because remember, the insult they are doing to each other is back and forth. And there's a tag team within this. And I think Sam Shamoun is just alone in this, facing them. And then they are bringing, what baffles me is how they are bringing each other's dirty secrets, private messages with their exes and wives, bringing all their marital issues and affairs and everything. And when I say everything, I mean everything. I'll play David Wood's video where he is even telling the masses how he slept with his wife. Like, what the... And these are the people preaching Christianity to you guys out there. These people, they are preaching Christianity. Well, Christianity is a fake religion anyway. But they are the ones preaching Christianity to you guys. Oh my God. Anyways, let's go forward. There's a reason why I'm bringing the video to you, right? Just to show you how these people themselves are divided. They are diverse. Their hearts are not together. When they are working together against Islam, you might think these guys are united. They are not united. They hate each other within so bad. And this is just an example of God showing you how their hatred works. To the extent of revealing each other's private matters, issues, secrets. That shows the level of hatred a person has against you. I'm serious. The moment somebody can go digging deeper to bring out secrets, dirty secrets, no matter how the fallout is, the moment a person goes to that extent, then there's an issue. John Nevin says, didn't Peter and Paul disagree? Disagreement is different. If I disagree with you on an issue, is different from bringing your secrets out to the world. I can disagree with you on, open matters, but it doesn't mean I should bring my marital affair or your marital affair out to the world. See what your private issue, that is way beyond disagreement. Are you getting my point? It is way beyond disagreement. Yes. Because these people are best friends before. Remember, best friends. And then there's a saying which says your best friend can become your worst enemy. This is the kind of thing I'm talking about. To go to the extent to bring not even your private issue, this is your marital issues. Your marital, look, to the extent of accusing each other of rape or whatever. These are the people preaching to Christians out there. Christians are proud of these clowns. I'm not joking with you. The Christians on social media, these are the clowns they are proud of. Yes, Christian Prince, Sam Shamoun, David Wood. Of course, luckily, so far, we don't find God logic in this issue, but yes, they will eventually join God logic in this. God logic, I hope you stay away of this, you know? Stay away from this. Yes, because you being the black man, you join this case, it will not be good for you. Yes, Faraz Yabo, thank you. Kid Costume, you're welcome. So, guys, the highlight of these videos, is this video. The reason why people are talking about this and this issue is trending the most is this one.
I would like give Dawa guys some information. Hey, so before I went to prison, before I went to jail. So I was in jail and then I got out. While I was out on bond, before I went back to jail and then went to prison. Dawa guys, here's your stuff. The last two girls I had with before I went to jail. One,
Dude.
What? I don't care. One was 13 and one was 15. One was 13 and one was 15. She had big boobs and wide hips, but she was 13. I did not care. I didn't care back then. So here I am, because in the minds of the Dawa guys, if you ever did anything, you can never condemn it because you did it once, and you can never like take the opposite side. So it's a 13-year-old girl. Now she flung herself at me, so I guess I can defend it. The 15-year-old girl, to be fair, she told me she was 17, but it wouldn't. I eventually knew she was 15. I still didn't care. That girl, I had anal with that girl. Do you know what that would be in court? Do you know what that would be in court, guys? Sam, I'm trying to let you know, dude. What are you scared of? People finding out the truth? Who cares? If you want to condemn me for it, condemn me.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the same guy who tried to terminate his father, they said, by using a hammer. This same guy, David Wood, he has this past record of nearly terminating his father. These are the guys preaching Christianity to people out there. This kind of people. Right? And this is the same guy going, remember, this is the same guy going attacking Prophet Muhammad based on the false narration the Hadith followers are following, saying that Prophet Muhammad married a CCSO girl and consummated the marriage at 9 years. He goes around talking against, So if David Wood, you have this in your past record, listen carefully. You have this kind of issues in your past record of pedophilia. Anyways, the Hadith people, by the way, to out of their foolishness, the mushriks, they will say Aisha is matured. Guys, I'm not joking about this. The mushriks, didn't you ever hear them saying this? That Aisha at the age of 9 years, she's matured. So if you would now say Aisha is matured at the age of 9, then what would David Wood say concerning 13 years and 15 years? So the Dawa bros, when you are attacking David Wood in this instant too, I don't understand you, the mushriks. Because if you are defending 9 years old being matured, and David Wood going ahead to sleep to do something to 13 years, 15 years, and you guys, the mushriks, are now also attacking him, then there's a problem with both parties. I'm serious. Yes. Both parties, there's a problem. And you can see how proud David is when he is talking about this, even though apostate prophet was actually telling him, don't do it. Because he knows the dangers of the direction David Wood is going. And this, remember, is on the internet forever. All these things David Wood said was because of Sam Shamoun, because he feels like if he doesn't say it first, Sam Shamoun will be saying it. So before he started saying it, listen to the first statement he said. Listen to the first statement he said.
I even mentioned I would like give Dawa guys some information. Hey, so before I went to prison, before I went to jail. So I was in jail and then I got out. While I was out on bond, before I went back to jail and then went to prison. Dawa guys, here's your stuff. Here's your stuff.
He said it. He knows the Dawa guys will take it because he knows this is what they are looking for. The Dawa guys will be happy. Yes. The Ali Dawas and then the Muhammad Hijabs, the Dawa guys will be happy with this statement David Wood just said. According to David Wood, he is saying it considering that it is his past, meaning something that but your past things like this, you shouldn't be proud of it, talking about it. Yeah, he has gone to jail. He has gone to prison before. Yes, David Wood had a terrible past. Yes, somebody who tried killing his, terminating his father with a hammer before, raping young girls. This kind of person now talks about Christianity and they're attacking Islam. You saw how they talk about Islam. You saw he and Sam Shamoun and Christian Prince. They don't have manners in their talk, in their speech, the way they. Oh no. There's no manners. Talk about vulgar. There is no word on this earth these guys never use. There is no vulgar, profane word that these guys can never use. David Wood, Sam Shamoun, Christian Prince. Guy, if you are looking for the terrible type of words ever used on earth, go to these guys. You are going to hear the kind of words they use in their videos. So this is the highlight of the day. When David Wood said he did something to a 13 and 15 years old girls. And the way he is describing it, you can clearly see the excitement he was having. And he even taking the pride and saying, oh, she was 17. I thought she was 17. I didn't care. He says, I didn't care. Listen what he said.
The last two girls I had with before I went to jail. One.
Dude.
What? I don't care. One was 13 and one was 15. One was 13 and one was 15. She had big boobs and wide hips, but she was 13. I did not care. I would not. I didn't care back then. So here I am, because
he's telling you he doesn't care now, and he didn't care back then. And these are the people preaching Christianity to you. Hey. Oh my God. Oh my God.
I would not. I didn't care back then. So here I am, because in the minds of the Dawa guys, if you ever did anything, you can never condemn it because you did it once, and you can never take the opposite side. So it's a 13-year-old girl.
Do you see how he's saying it with pride? Do you see the pride?
Now, she flung herself at me, so.
Look at the defensive mode he's going into again. He says she flung herself. Oh my God, do you know why she's 13? Do you know why she's a child? Do you think she knows what she actually doing? Because at the puberty age, before the teenage age, kids think they are smart. They think they know what they are doing. They don't till when they cross the adulthood and go into the 20 column, they start to regret the stupid things. Most of us sitting here, those watching me in the comment section or whatever, there are some stupid things you did in the puberty age and adolescent age that if now, even if they put a rifle on your head, you will not do it again. Are you getting my point?
I guess I can defend it. The 15-year-old girl, to be fair, she told me she was 17, but it wouldn't. I eventually knew she was 15. I still didn't.
Oh my God. This guy is evil in the head. He said, to be fair, she told me she's 17. Then he said, it doesn't matter because I actually knew she's 15. He tells you how evil he was in the head.
Care.
And he doesn't care.
That girl, I had anal with that girl.
And he'd had anal sex with her. This guy is a pervert. These guys are perverts. And this same David Wood went ahead to show this guy's secret, Sam Shamoun, that his ex-wife, Sam Shamoun's ex-wife, Sam Shamoun, the first time he slept with his ex-wife was a rape. He forced her to sleep with her. Like, what are these kind of things you bring on social media talking about each other? Like, these guys have no manners. I don't know which conduct they take from the Bible. How does the Bible shape them? I don't know. Because anyways, the same Bible accused David of sleeping with somebody's wife, saying Solomon have 700 wives and 300 concubines, telling you Lot slept with his 2 daughters, telling you all these atrocities and these immoralities. You can find them in the Bible. I'm serious. Yeah. If you can find all these things in the Bible, what do you expect from Bible preachers? Nothing. Nothing more.
Do you know what that would be in court? Do you know what that would be in court, guys?
Do you see how disappointed apostate prophet is? Watch the demeanor ever since David Wood was talking about this from the beginning. Apostate prophet was very, 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 very embarrassed.
Sam, I'm trying to let you know, dude. What are you scared of? People finding out the truth? Who cares? If you want to condemn me for it, condemn me.
Okay, no problem. People who want to condemn you should condemn you. Yeah. Okay. So let's go on this.
So I meet my wife, Marie. She wasn't my wife then, but arguing with Nabil. She comes up to us, starts arguing with us both. I realize, well, this chick is everything I like in the world, except she's not a Christian. I'm going to put all my apologetics abilities into showing her that Christianity is true. So we start hanging out. We're reading books and stuff. I was at a conference recently in California with Ruslan. Ruslan was talking to people and saying, hey, it's easy to sit there with a girlfriend or something like this, and all of a sudden you're just laying in front of each other and you're spooning. He goes, be careful, spooning leads to forking. Spooning leads to forking. So he said that, and then I said what a horrible thing that is to say. But I was thinking in my mind, that actually happened. So I was sitting there, my who's now my wife, witnessing to her, and she actually just lays down in front of me and takes her pants off. And I'm thinking, I'm not going to do anything. I was sitting there for a while. Anyway, then I went ahead and inserted something into her. I stopped after a few seconds and said, but I'm not, no.
Guys, are you sure this guy is not a sociopath, psychopath? Something wrong with this guy's brain? Hey. The guy is a pervert. Yes, David Wood is a pervert. I'm not joking. His past history tells you it molds him into what he is now, and he's even still the monster he was. I'm not joking. Like, if you want to know when somebody's a monster, check when they take pride in their previous life. They take pride in what they have done in their previous. That's a monster. I repeat, if you want to know when somebody is a monster, check when they take pride in their previous sin or crimes. The person still takes pride in them. That is a monster. He is a monster. No moral ethics. None of them. Sam Shamoun, David Wood, Christian Prince, no moral ethics governs their conduct. Nothing.
Oh, I'm doing. No, I'm doing. Nope.
Stop.
What?
Dude,
Not stopping.
Apostate prophet keep telling him, dude, stop. 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 Don't do that. He will keep doing it.
I have become Catholic just listening to this. Look at
That's
me.
where we're going. Here we go. So here. So guess what, guys? We partly had sex for like, I don't know, 10 seconds or something like that, and then I stopped. But
I'm just kidding, by the way, Catholics. Please don't be offended. I love Catholics.
so there was that. Check this out. Check this out. So then I was like, what the heck just happened, man? I was
Nobody wants to hear this, man.
I was considered a saint. I was considered a saint in prison. Then I get.
This guy is, they need to take him to hospital. Seriously, something is wrong with David. I'm serious. Apostate prophet is embarrassed, but he just got to say, hey dude, I'm done with you. Oh, David Wood. Oh. Hey. What kind of human? And this guy, what he is talking about is his wife now. That is before they got married. He is talking about what happened. Why would you discuss that? Who was there? It was between you and your wife. And at that time, it wasn't his wife. But now she is his wife. Why will you bring that issue out? And these are the people the Christians are proud of on social media.
Get out, and I've lost self-control with a girl that I'm trying to witness to, and so on. Right. So I was like, I made it clear we can't do that. We do not do that anymore. But then she like be giving me BJs and stuff, and I could I was like solid.
Apostate prophet is telling him nobody wants to hear this, Dave. It tells you the kind of person you are dealing with. It's a psychopath in the head. Somebody who doesn't give a hoot about what people are thinking or watching. Like, not everybody who wears a shirt and trousers is a normal human being. No. And when we are talking about somebody being abnormal, this is the definition of abnormality.
I'm trying to make a point. Guys, what are you scared of? Yeah, we screw up. What are you scared of people finding out? Like, oh no, AP did this. I've done stuff too. What's your point? All right. So anyway, here, I'm going to tell you, Sam, how I eventually dealt with that, right? Because
so now he's telling Sam Shamoun. He's saying all this is because of Sam Shamoun. Because Sam Shamoun wants to expose him, wants to bring all his issues out. So he is beforehand presenting all this. So why on earth?
I would realize, hey, when I'm in like my right mind and I'm focused, I'm impervious, man. I'm not falling into anything. If I'm sitting there kissing on a girl that I want to marry and stuff like that, all of a sudden you're not in your right mind and hormones take over and you end up doing stuff. Right? So what happened? I remembered what Jesus said. If your eye causes you to sin, gouge it out, which I've never met anyone who says, that's you have to do that or something like that. Everyone basically takes that as you need to take some extreme steps when you're in your right mind to avoid stuff. And so I walked up to Marie. And I said, hey, we got to stop doing that. And I said, but I know from experience now, I will be in situations where I am not strong enough to resist doing this. And that's why in those situations, I need you to be strong enough to resist. Do not let me do it.
And you want to be married to a man like this, who doesn't now take the blame, and he says he cannot resist temptation, so now he is putting it on the woman, and he's telling the woman, you have to resist when I make advances. What the devil type of human being is this? Now you tell me if this guy is not a devil. Ah, David. Oh my God. No. Women will still fall for such monsters. Yeah, that's the sad part. Women will fall for this morons, this clown. That's the saddest part. Oh my God. And then she, oh my God.
Anything when I'm not in my right mind. And then I said, if you let me do anything with you after it's done and back when I'm in my right.
And then he will end up blaming the woman. Yeah. That's a narcissist. That is a clear narcissist person there. Exactly. Monsters, they charm women before they reveal their true. You know, David Wood, and I have the video. David Wood spoke about Shamoun also doing that to his wife, ex-wife, before he married her. They all have this monstrous side, right? It's just that they charm the women in the beginning. They act like the nice guys, the cool guys. After they marry the women, then the monster comes out. Yes, that is the deepest question you just asked, JS. If this is what David Wood admits in public, then what does he hold in secret? That is worse. I'm serious. What he holds in secret? Remember, this guy nearly terminated his father. Somebody who took a hammer to terminate his father, nearly terminate his. It tells you this guy. I would not be surprised if he has actually committed, before. I will not be surprised.
Moved on. All those involved in this.
Now, so this video is Sam Shamoun now playing the video of apostate prophet and David Wood. So this part he's playing the issues apostate prophet has with his wife. Apostate prophet is on the way of divorcing his wife, and he's having an affair whilst his wife, who they are still married, but he's claiming to divorce her. No, she is claiming they are divorced, even though according to him they are not divorced. She is also having an affair. And they are bringing all these issues on social media. So now this is Sam Shamoun playing the video of apostate prophet and David Wood.
This entire thing that I've just talked about, all those directly involved in this are aware of every single thing that I've said, acknowledge every single thing that I've said, and are okay with every single thing that I've said.
They're okay.
Nobody has been wronged.
Wait, hold on. If you did say your spiritual father didn't approve of this, how's everyone okay with this? And if your wife, not your ex-wife, she's not your ex-wife yet, said you left her, how is she okay with it? Is this guy delusional?
Nobody has been treated with injustice.
No one has been treated injustice?
But if you listen to people like Sam Shamoun, it might, I didn't.
Okay, it might sound okay. Now here, now she deleted her Twitter account when she said yes to Iggy, but I can see why. But guess what? I had sent him on the phone the message before she deleted it. Does that sound like it's mutual? Good afternoon. Stop asking me about Ridvan. He left me. It's over. Does that sound like this was mutual? Right there. See, facts don't lie. See, facts are a stubborn thing, right? They can bring up my family. They have nothing to say. Let me put it straight to the point. It is a lie from the pit of hell that I abandoned my daughters. It is a lie from the pit of hell that I neglected them and avoided paying for them. Here, I'm going to now give you receipts. By the grace of Jesus Christ, let me let something out in the bag. The Lord, because of you guys blessing the ministry, I had saved money so that I could deposit it in the bank account of my daughters so that they would be taken care of for several years. Why? So that in case my ministry support drops and I don't have money, at least I saved up for them so that they'll be okay until I get back on my feet. Okay? Because you got to pay child support. My ex-wife will confirm. My daughters will confirm because they saw it. They have been taken care of so that in case, because remember, I'm in full-time ministry, brother. My support can drop. And then I got to do something else. So I always worry about them. Let me tell you, what if my support drops? I don't want to affect them. Glory to the triune God. And I want to praise God for you guys. You guys in my toughest times have supported me because I depend on support. I saved up by the grace of God so that at least for the next 3 years, they don't have to worry. It's in their bank account. So if I do lose support, then at least they won't hurt because I can try to do what I can to get back on my feet. So when they tell you he was hiding money from his daughters, see, they're sons of Satan, right? Sons of Satan. Why? I wasn't hiding from my daughters. I was hiding the money from my ex-wife's lawyers so that I could deposit it in the account for them. And my ex-wife and my children were there when I deposited into their account. And if you want proof that even beyond that, here, text message from my ex-wife who just manifested because I exposed her again. I want you to see that. What is she asking me? Here proof. See, I bring receipts. Let me show you. She's watching now. She's manifesting. Watch here. Watch here. Let's go right here. There you go. Please send me a little money for Soraya. She has 2 sessions. I want to buy 3 more, $900. Okay? Not bad for a guy who's abandoning his kids. And I said, all right, well, I'm in the state. You know, the only way I can do it is if I send it to you Apple Pay, but my Apple Pay is not working here. And then I told her, have my kids here. I want you to hear this. You're going to be my witnesses. Okay, I want you to hear this, right? And look what she says about David Wood. Look.
When does she need the 900? When does she need it?
When does she need it? Okay, right here.
I just checked. My Chase only have 822. I usually deposit money in it, but I'm not in the state. So if I send you money, I can't because I have to be in the state to put money in the account. So God willing, I don't get there to the 17th. But then if you want me to then PayPal the 900 today, that I can do. You got to let me know.
Watch her.
And have the girls pray for the support. I don't lose support. Because if I lose support, then I'm going to have to do something else. Because, yeah, they're going to do the show today. Sam Shamoun exposed. Someone's going to cry. So they have surprise for me.
Listen.
And I'm shaking in my boots. So if I lose support, then I just got to find something else to do to make sure I don't dip in the money for the girls that I've saved, because I got to save money for these girls so I can give them something and die at peace with Christ, and I leave them money.
Okay.
But let me know how you want me to send you money. Have them pray, God protect, that people will not stop supporting because of the lies they're going to spread about me. But hey, it's life. That's life.
See, I'm shaking, right? Now look at her response. Look at the response. Remember, they'll quote my ex-wife against me, right? Look what she says about David Wood. Why is David doing this? Do you know men can have a Jezebel spirit too? The fact that he wants to see you destroyed kind of proves that. No? Damn.
Guys, you see, the reason why there's a meltdown, and you can see the comedy aspect of these guys, the way they sit down, talk about their secrets, they bring their marital issues, their affairs, like the message he exchanged with his ex concerning their kids, their private issue, the private matters, bringing it out there to the world. Even though he's divorced, he's against his ex. It's only the reason why he's exchanging messages with her because they have kids. And Sam Shamoun, according to the video, Sam Shamoun actually asked his wife before he married her how many men she has slept with. And then when she happens to mention how many men she slept with, he forced her to sleep with him also. Right? Now, because of all these issues, Sam Shamoun says he wants to sue David Wood for defamation, even though he started bringing the secrets out. So they keep going back and forth, bringing unimaginable type of secrets from their own private matters, private issues. But that shows you the level of friendship you have with certain people. You go and give all your secrets, and then it ends up backfiring against you. Right? Now, this video I played of Sam Shamoun, he's just sitting there talking to his audience, and they have this on YouTube. It's on their page. This is not like a private video somewhere. These guys have no morals. They have no ethics. These are the same people preaching Christianity. Anyways, they are saying triune God or whatever. They worship three gods, by the way. This is the same guy who say God is in three persons. If you ask them, is Jesus greater than God? They say no. But is God the Father greater than Jesus? They say yes. Then they are not equal. Because if you say God in three persons, are they equal? They will tell you yes, they are equal. God is equal to Jesus. Jesus is equal. But is Jesus the Father? The answer is no. What is the wrong with the... No wonder. I don't want to know what... They also get their brain from Temu. 3-in-1 shampoo and 3-in-1 Nescafe. They are having a meltdown on social media. Wow. Let's continue. The next video. Not this one. Which one is that? No, not this one. Where's the next video? Is it this one? Dream? No. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, is it this one? The meltdown, right? No. Yeah, is it this one? Yeah, this one.
By the way, Satan attacked me right before. If you want to see that this guy's not repented, sorry, I'm going to have to do this. He's not repented. Ridvan texts me from Israel. He is gaslighting, and he's not repented. He's hardened, right?
So when he mentioned the Ridwan, it means that is the apostate prophet. That is the Ridwan he mentioned. When he mentioned Ridwan, that is apostate prophet. He says, apostate prophet texted him, right?
And he's playing the victim, gaslighting. He goes, you seem to entertain the idea that I changed my religious beliefs. See, he's lying. Because remember, when someone is called out for their sin and they don't want to repent, they will gaslight, twist words, and then impugn evil motives to you, because these are narcissistic qualities. I've learned because I live with a narcissist.
You say, he say he's learned because he lived with, according to his ex-wife, he is a narcissist. David Wood is also a narcissist. And then we have apostate prophet being a narcissist. So they are, all of the three are narcissists and are accusing each other of being narcissists again. These guys are just in shambles. They are clowns.
Say private, text me. You seem to entertain the idea that I changed my religious belief. No such thing ever happened. I'm following the spiritual father I've been following in the Orthodox Church. Lie. Because if that spiritual father is allowing you to be a Zionist prostitute, walk away from your family, he's no priest. And I didn't say you change your beliefs. I've said you're a Zionist stooge. And then he says, right, I won't tell you to stop, but this is incredibly dishonorable, dishonest, and burdens her more than me. Really? It burdens her more than you? Are you lying? In fact, she herself has asked people to stop. Did you ever bother asking me what is going on? Did you ask her? Yes, I did, coward. I've reached out to her. She said stop asking her. She didn't say stop talking about it. And then he says, where did you get the idea from that I left my family? Now watch the gaslighting. Watch the gaslighter. I go, here you go, buddy. Black and white from her mouth. And I said, stop gaslighting and twisting words. You need to repent. Good afternoon. Here I said, stop asking me about. He left me. It's over. Look what his excuse is. Look what he says. Where did she ever say, I left my kids and family? You're telling me this is not gaslighting? Guys, did you notice? He left me. In his narcissistic mind, I didn't leave her and the kids. We agreed to separate and take care of the kids. You see, this is a Muslim at heart. He left me, it's over, meaning you separated, you're looking for divorce. That's not meaning you abandon them, you won't support them. See? You made this claim and it is a lie. She never did. I go, no, you're a liar. I go, let me share it with you again. Here it is on her Twitter account. Stop asking everyone. He left me. It's over. And I said, you better stop gaslighting, you narcissist. I go, you fat ass Netanyahu lover. This is not what is happening. We take care of the children together despite separation. You see? You tell me this is not a classic example of a gaslighter? No, that's not leaving her. We separate, but we take care of the kids. Buddy, I know you're being a Muslim. You left her. It's over, meaning you left the marriage. The marriage is over. I didn't say you abandoned them financially. Yeah, this guy is garbage. And I said, if David Wood now platforms you, he's garbage. He needs to be called out. I just played the messages. And then he tells me, look, that is none of your business. I go, no, you fat ass. It is my business. You know why? You're a public figure. You're getting money from Christians and you identify Christianity. It's all of our business because it's public. The guy is wicked. Until God rebukes him and crushes him, the guy is wicked. We got the receipts. Now, you guys love me?
Guys, I want you to understand something. If you remember my last live stream last week, when a brother from Australia called, is it Abdul Fatruni called, and he says, Baba Shuaib, maybe we should get a means to fund you so that you take this full time. I told him no. I'm a young man. I would like to hustle. I would like to find my ends meet. People want to support. That's a different thing. But I need to work. I need to stabilize my life because I have kids to take care of. I don't have to be really dependent on people funding me to do that. I'll become lazy. And guess what? When I become lazy, I'll become corrupt. Now, these guys, Sam Shamoun is being funded by Christians. He doesn't work. David Wood, similar thing. They are just there. eating free money, sit down, talk trash, talk nonsense. That is how life is about. For people who are based in the Western world, you feed people who are based in the Western world and you come from the Africa, Asia. Have you noticed that usually the people you send money to back in Africa or Asia or, you know, the poor countries, they actually live happy and talk trash. They talk anyhow. I'm not joking with you. This is a fact, because they are getting the free money. They don't struggle. The money comes in is free. They chop and talk anyhow, right? Because they know when he wake up the next day, there's money coming in the account. So yeah, he's okay. You just talk anyhow. No manners, no ethics, no morals, because the free money is coming. The reason why these guys are having a meltdown and bringing their issues out publicly by force is because they don't want their source of income to cease, because it's the people funding them the money. So if David Wood talks the secrets about Sam Shamoun has no choice but to come out and also bring the secrets of David Wood, so that they can all be losing at the end of the day. Are you getting the point? David Wood runs YouTube. He has a YouTube page. Sam Shamoun has a YouTube page. They are all getting paid. YouTube is paying them for their videos and everything. And the more they put these trending issues, it becomes money for them. Yes. And apart from the people funding them privately, personally, you are funding these morons, these clowns. For what? In actual sense, for what are you funding them? What exactly are people funding them for? You have apostate prophet also getting funded. They are funding him. And on his page, if I remember the page, where is it? Do I remember the page? Where he was telling the people that they should help fund him so that he can buy security cameras and protect his family. The family that you are even they're not with them anymore. You have met a new lady. Oh my God. Where is the video? Where is the page? Wait, just a second. Just a second, guys. Just a second. Okay, this one. For instance, check this page. This is Apostate Prophet's page, right? On fundraising, GoFundMe. Here's it. This is Apostate Prophet, right? Apostate Prophet with his name Ridwan. Let me maximize it. Let me make it bigger enough. This is the page for Apostate Prophet, right? He says, keep my family safe and build Apostate Prophet 2.0. So his name is what? Ridvan. Is Ridvan Idemir. Now, this is what he needs the support for. He says, I need all the help I can get to have equipment, a different setup, and safety and security for those I love. Okay, I will need security systems, security and safety equipment, high-end computers, new filming equipment, building a studio, hiring people to increase production. and much more. He's been sponsored, and this is the amount of money he raised: over 100,000. Over 100,000. Now you tell me here, these people are being funded. David Wood, apostate prophet, and this guy, Shamoun, they are being sponsored. But what exactly are they being funded for? What exactly are they being? Is it for helping feeding the poor people? No. They are telling you we need money. Shamoun is being funded by people. David Wood is being funded by people. Apostate prophet is being funded by people. Christian Prince. What exactly are these people doing that they are being funded for? What?
He's very bad. That's narcissism, brethren. Narcissism. Where did it say I left her and the kids? She said, you left me, it's over. That means you walked away to divorce her. But he has to twist words, like a narcissist who gets caught. Pray I'm not like that, and God save me from my flesh. Lord willing.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone. If you're enjoying...
Yes. So, guys, the issues being pointed out here is the meltdown these guys are having against each other, bringing each other's dirty laundry, secrets. Look, they are worst part of the videos I could play, where David Wood is talking about Shamoun, what he did, how he raped his wife to be before she became his wife, how they got divorced, and he's been calling her a whore and other names, and how David Wood also had issues with his wife, and how apostate prophet is having issues with his marital issues, and so on. Look, all this is nonsensical. But guess what? Is God putting them in that spot to be doing all this stupidity on social media? And this will be there for a long time to come, even if they delete it from their pages. Seriously. Imagine reconciling with a person who has actually brought all your secrets out like this. You reconcile, and then fast forward, you start to see your videos and pictures on the social media concerning issues like this. How, oh my God. It's not easy. Anyways, guys, I put the guest invites. Let me put the invitation where you can join as a guest. You're welcome to join, and you can also call my WhatsApp number. You can also call my WhatsApp number to join. Let me see. You can call as a guest via WhatsApp. Yes, that's the link on, let me see, put it on YouTube. Guys, if you can pin the link for me on YouTube, let me see, can I pin it? Yeah, and on YouTube, I just pinned the link. And for those on TikTok, okay, for TikTok, I don't know if I can get it pinned, but on Facebook, for Facebook, For Facebook also, I just put in the link now. Let me put it here, where people can join. Where is it? Yeah. Yes, guys, you can ask your questions. Welcome with your questions. Before I end the stream, I'll be going on TikTok again. So yeah, you can join on TikTok. This is the WhatsApp number. You can call the WhatsApp number. There's somebody in the comment section. Was it Hussein? Hussein, the phone number is there. You can call. The guest link is also there. Can you join? And whatever is bothering you, present your question. You're welcome. What's the name? Hussein. Hussein, you are in the comment section. Hussein Sattar. Is it Sattar? You're welcome. That's the guest. You can join as a guest. You're welcome to join. Batuta from TikTok says, Baba, when you have the time and opportunity, please give us one of the old school lectures. Old school lectures as in which type, which lecture? I don't know. I have a lot of old school lectures. Which one again? Hussein Sattar, please, can you call? There's the link there. Can you join as a guest if you have an issue? Or you want to be a keyboard warrior? If you want to remain a keyboard warrior, then no problem. You can remain there and do what you want. Guys, after this stream, I'll end the stream here and I hop on to TikTok, right? Yes, I have about 2-3 videos that I'm editing that I need to put on YouTube, right? So anticipate. Let me see. This one. There's this one message here I need to put. Yeah. John Nevis says, will you ever debate David Wood again? When the opportunity presents itself, yeah. Omar Satawur says, Baba, I have a question. Why did Zachariah give up the care of Mary? Is any reason stated in Quran? Yeah, I'll come back to that. Batuta, I have those videos on YouTube, right? If you go to my YouTube channel, go to the playlist, the Zakat series and so on. I have videos on that, right? I have videos and I have files. Yes, I have files that you can find those topics, like playlists. You can find those topics, the Salat, the Zakat, the Hajj. I have the Siyam. There are playlists for that, where you can get the videos to benefit from, right? Okay. So Omar Sataur says, Baba, I have a question. Why did Zachariah give up the care of Mary? Is any reason stated in Quran? Let's check Quran. Yeah. So we go to Quran chapter 33, verse 37. I put it on the screen. Let's check this verse. Just a second. Chapter 33, chapter 3, verse 37, right? I share the screen on this verse. This verse here. So it says, so her Lord accepted her with good acceptance and grew her in good growth. And Zechariah supported her. He looked after her. Whenever Zechariah entered the sanctum to her, he found sustenance. With her, he said, "Oh Mary, how did you get this?" She said, it was from God. Indeed, God provides for whomever he wills, without reckoning. It was there Zechariah invoked his Lord. Lord, grant me a good offspring from you. Indeed, you are the hearer of invocation. Right? And the angels called him while he was standing in prayer in the sanctum, that God gives you good news of John, confirming a word from God as a leader, stringent, and a prophet among the righteous. Then he, Zechariah, said, Lord, how can I have a boy while I have already reached old age, and my wife is barren? He, the angel, said, thus does God do whatever he wills. Now, Zechariah's responsibility grew whilst Maryam was also growing up. So she growing up with other responsibility, you can't look after a person forever. There's a time where the person becomes matured enough to be on their own. So it doesn't befit for Zechariah to keep looking after her throughout. So, but there is nowhere where it says Zechariah just abandoned her like that. No. It's a time frame where you're looking after somebody. So, for instance, when our parents gave birth to us and started looking after us, it gets to a time your parents don't look after you forever. There's a time where you become independent, and then you are able to do things for yourself. Right? So Zechariah was only taking care of her at a tender age before she became matured. So that's it. He moves on and she moves on. So that is exactly how it is arranged in the Quran. But it doesn't say he left her, for instance, just a second. Let me go to Quran chapter. Yeah. Quran chapter 3 verse 44. In this verse, chapter 3 verse 44, this here he says, that is from the news of the unseen, which we inspire to you. For you, Muhammad, were not with them when they cast their pens as to which of them should support Yakfulu, to take care of Mary. Nor were you with them when they were disputed. So it was Zechariah who took care of her. But then God was only saying that is from the news of the unseen, telling Muhammad what transpired, and telling Muhammad that Muhammad, you were not there when they cast their pens out to who would take care of her. It was Zechariah who took care of her, right? So God has already answered that above in the verses, right? So it doesn't say Zechariah like abandoned her or left the care or something. She grew up and she became matured. And you saw the answer in Quran chapter 19, verse 16, when she went to the eastern location away from her family. Somebody sent me a message on WhatsApp. Let me see, what's the message? Okay, I have a message on WhatsApp from Bermuda. The brother from Bermuda, he says, Salam, burning question. Why is there a crescent moon on masjids? God never asked anybody to put a crescent moon on the masjid. You see, when they make the masjid with the Qibla, the Qibla, they call the Qibla in front, and then they put that thing on top, the focal point Qibla, they put it, and then they put that thing on top of it with a crescent on it. It is not a command from God. It is just the mushriks put in there. I don't know if they worship the moon, but yeah, it's not Islamic. Any masjid you see with that crescent thing, is either would they worship that crescent, I don't know, but that is not a command from God, and that is not Islamic, right? It is something inherited, and I have no idea where it's come from, and it doesn't come from God. Zabuta Buta says, Baba Shuaib, Correctional Officer, will you please explain to me the difference of the usage of the word fiha and fihi for the same person in verses 6:2 and 21:91? Yeah. If you have watched my dialogue with Brother Hamza Malik, I tackled this issue in that video. Right? So in Quran chapter 66, verse 12, it's talk about Maryam herself. Then God mentioned the fihi concerning in which of, we have this the woman have eggs in within her. Now when you go to the womb side, the egg side, we have the X and Y, where when the sperm goes into one of them, it can either decide whether it's a boy or girl. Now the notion of God using the fihi here denotes why the Isa became a boy. But then the other chapter 21 verse 91, where he says fiha, let me give the breakdown so people will understand the context in which the fiha was used. So 21:91 is actually talking about Maryam herself having it inside her. So that is the fiha which was used. So in Quran chapter 21 verse 91, I put it on the screen, just a second. Yes. It says also Mary, the one who fortified her private part. Then it says, so we blew into her, fiha. So now it is talking about her, right? It's into her from our spirit, and we rendered her and her son as a sign for the world. So you see, the subject matter is focused on her. So here it says also the one who fortified her private part, farjaha. Then it goes ahead. So we blew into her, fiha, her from our spirits, and it goes again, and we rendered her, ja'alnaha. Then it goes wa abnaha. So you see, her, pronoun used to denote that the fiha here is denoting Maryam herself had the spirit blown into her. That's what it means. Sorry, just a second. Yes, but then when you take 66:12, here it says also Mary, the daughter of Amram, who fortified her private part. So we blew therein, that is fihi. So in the private part, they choose, there's a masculine and the feminine. that was the masculine one which was chosen. Scientifically, if you're going to understand this X and Y, you get to understand the X. When it is put in a particular egg, it becomes a male. When it is put in a particular egg, it becomes a female, right? So here the fihi was used to denote the gender of the kid which is going to be born here. But the previous verse where it's talking about Maryam herself, it is her, the verse is denoting about her being the fiha, inside her. But here is denoting inside her, but the egg which was decided, or the gender of the child which was decided, is fihi, which is masculine, to come out of her. So here, from our spirit, and she gave credence to the words of her Lord and his books. Then it says, and was of the obedient. So when you understand this context in such a way, then it makes sense. Unless if you want to put it in a different perspective by saying, different perspective by saying, okay, Maryam is a hermaphrodite, where they will say she has both masculine and feminine gender inside her. No, the Quran actually denotes, refutes that claim in Quran chapter 3 verse 36. This is what it says. In Quran chapter 3 verse 36, it says here, it says, and when she gave birth to her, that is the mother of Maryam, when she gave birth to Maryam, she said, Lord, I have given birth to a female. And God was aware of what she gave birth, and the male is not like the female. I have named her Maryam, and I seek protection for her with you and for her descendants against the accursed devil. So Maryam is a female, right? She is a female. But to talk about the instance of hermaphrodite, it will be a bit complicated in the context when we are talking about that, right? But let's talk about this. Omar Sataur, yes, thank you for the super chat. Let me see, what did I miss? Omar Sataur says what? Just a second. So thanks, Baba. I now just got the light bulb moments now. Thanks for your clarification. I had to clear some preconceived notions, and now I see the light. Thank you very much. You're welcome. So let's take so somebody is asking a question. Ada Mirji, he says, Salam Baba, I wanted to ask why you chose to translate Jessam as personality in 247. The context allows that. It is the context which allows that, right? I will come back to your question. Oh, the call disconnected.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My dear brother, how are you?
Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, brother Baba, how are you?
I'm doing well. Thanks to God.
Alhamdulillah, I just sat in the car because the noise of the construction site's too loud, so I thought I'll be thoughtful today.
Okay. Yeah, no worries.
Inshallah. Baba, in Surah Al-Kahf, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, there's a verse in when the Khidr speaks to, or when he speaks to Moses and he says to him, هذا فراق بيني وبينك.
Yeah.
Bainik, isn't that said to a girl? Because there's another verse in the Quran when Moses is talking to his future father-in-law, and he says something about Baini wa Bainak.
Wait a second. You're talking about Quran chapter 18, Surah Al-Kahf. And
Yes.
you're talking about verse 82 or verse 83?
I can't say the number of the verse, but the verse is when
wait.
he's departing from.
Wait.
When it's Iraq.
Wait, I'm going to give you the verse. Quran chapter 18, verse 78.
No.
Yeah. It's on the screen. Can you see it?
Okay. Let me open it up. And I'll stay 1 second. Yeah, I can see it.
Can you see it?
Yes.
هذا فراق بيني وبينك. You see, the way Arabic language is being read, the rules being applied, they will tell you not to mention the last letter at the end. Don't mention the sound, the full sound. Right? So the last sound, when you're reading and you stop at a point, you don't mention the last sound. That is why they say bainik instead of bainika. It's bainika to denote that it's a masculine pronoun. Yeah, salam, Quran alone is truth. You understand? It's kala haza firakun baini wa bainika. So it was between him and Musa.
So bainika is masculine.
Is what?
Is masculine?
Yeah, it's masculine. The bainika is masculine. The ka denotes you, a masculine male. A masculine is a male. He's talking to Moses.
But why isn't he just why isn't just bainak used? Like in the other verse in I think Sudan, is that?
You said, let me understand your question. I think I'm confused with your question. What is your question exactly?
There's a verse in the Quran about when Moses and his future father-in-law are talking about the agreement.
Yeah.
He says to him, "This is a deal between me."
That is Quran chapter 28. No, wait, let me open the verse. Quran chapter 28, verse 27. Can you see the verse on the screen?
Yes.
Is this one you are talking about? This one. Can you see it?
I can see the top of it, but no, I can't see it.
That is 28:28.
You got it in English. This is frozen. I'm not sure if this is frozen. Okay, yeah. Now it's come out. Okay. To be in so it's not this one because it's not in this verse. No, it's probably the verse before it.
It's 28:28. It says, "Kala zalika bayni wa baynaka." Chapter 28,
what?
Verse 28.
Okay, now it's come out now. Okay. Bayni wa baynaka. Yeah. Okay. Why is there baynaka here and over there it's baynika?
Is the structure of what is being spoken about. That the need doesn't, it just denote the structure in which the context is arranged, but it doesn't change the meaning.
Okay, so it's exactly the same word, just in a different structure.
Yes, exactly. So that is why, you know, for instance, when an Arabian is reading, he can read without the tashkil. and he can know the context in which those words are being used, and that the idea is there clearly for him to understand. But the choice of words is, remember, God is quoting to us what some people said. What transpired between Moses and somebody, or Moses and the other servant of God. He's just translating for us to another language what they actually said. But it doesn't necessarily. Thank you. It doesn't necessitate that this. Yeah.
Yeah, no, Mallory, you answered that perfectly. But I've got one more question, Shuaib, just regarding when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was telling the angels about his creation of Adam.
Yeah.
Okay, so he didn't ask them their opinion, for their opinion, but they told him their opinion. And they also withheld some thoughts in their mind. Is that a form of disobeying God?
No. No. Practical examples, our children do the same to us, right? I give an example. You need to be, the reason why God allowed that to happen is to show us that you don't need to follow people blindly or somebody blindly. That question they did it for clarification. They didn't do it to challenge the position of God. But when Iblis made his question, you can see he was challenging God. When God asked him prostrate to Adam, instead of saying that, oh, sorry, or something, he was challenging what was being instructed. But with the angels, they are like, we're already doing everything for you, God. Are you going to bring somebody who is going to shed blood and cause corruption? It's just a question of curiosity. It's not a question of challenge.
Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in that verse that he knows what they said out loud and what they were thinking secretly.
Yes, he has to explain to them. So I give an example, right? I was with my kids. So my daughter, normally when I'm cooking and I touch something, something which is not fit to be used to touch another thing in the kitchen, I will go to the washroom to wash my hand, right? So when I wash my hands, I came out of the washroom and I came and I touched something. Again, that thing I touched, she was watching me. And then she asked me, Baba, what is wrong with you? I said, nothing. She said, you just went inside to wash your hands. How come you came to touch this thing again? And I said, no, I touched something else and my hand was sticky. But she didn't know my hand was sticky. She didn't know that, right? My hand was being like a sticky form. So I had to go to the washroom to wash it with a soap and to clear it away from my hand and come back to the kitchen to continue cooking. So she thought I went to wash my hands so that I will not touch anything in the kitchen again. That's what she thought, right? So now she's asking me a question. She said, Papa, what's wrong with you? Why will you do that? So what did I do? Now I have to explain to her. So I explained to her that, oh, so you thought I just washed my hand not to touch anything? No, that's not why I went to wash my hand. I went to wash my hand because my hand was sticky. So I went to wash it so I can come and continue cooking. Now I made sense to her. But earlier on, because she doesn't have that understanding yet, she will be asking me in a surprise manner. Do you get the point? So she was surprised by asking me, why did I do? So similarly, the angels asking God, it doesn't mean they know more than God or they know the outcome of what God is doing, but out of curiosity, you understand? They are asking, are you going to, place there in someone who is going to cause corruption and shed blood? Then God end up telling them what they don't know. So that is why they glorify God after he explained to them what the reason was. So it wasn't like challenging the status quo.
But when I read it, the way I understand it, the way I visualized it before was like Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, created Adam, and then he told the angels, not he didn't consult them, he told them. And then and then they thought and they said, why would you do something like this and that? And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, his response was, didn't I tell you, I know what's in the samawat and the ard, like, and well, that's like a bit of that's authority. Like he's giving them authority. He's like telling them off in a way. That's and then he humbles them by telling them, now you bow down to what I created. And then they all have the same sin as Iblis, but they prostrated and Iblis didn't. Iblis was thinking exactly the same thing as well.
You see,
but the difference is
Abdul,
he didn't prostrate.
Abdul, you took it to the extreme. I think you are summarizing it in the way which sounds like the angels meant to disrespect God. That's not how it sounds. Let me read the verses, a couple of verses, so that you see the context. Then you get the clarity, right? Now, and when your Lord said to the angels, I will place a successor on earth. Now he said to them, he is not asking for their permission. He is only told them, right? You understand? وَإِذْ قَالَ رَبُّكَ لِلْمَلَائِكَةِ إِنِّي جَائِلُ فِي النَّاسِ فِي الْأَرْضِ خَلِيفَةً. So here he's telling them what he's going to do, right? Then they said, will you place therein one who will corrupt and shed blood therein, while we glorify with your praise?
Can I stop you 1 second there, please?
Yeah.
Okay, so that right there, I want you to just imagine my mentality and the way I'm thinking. So I'm imagining Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and we are standing in the presence of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Yeah.
And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling us what he's doing. How dare us even speak?
Yeah, you will speak still.
Like imagine, your father's speaking. You gave me an example. Imagine your father's speaking and he's telling you, I'm going to do this. And then you telling your opinion. Some fathers wouldn't like that. I'm not comparing that father to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, but I'm just saying, like, it's disrespectful.
Oh, no. It depends how you take it. Look, I'm based in the Western world. You are also based in the Western world, right? I don't know if you have kids. Do you have kids?
I've got 5, alhamdulillah.
Thank you. Have you noticed sometimes you as a father decide to do something and one of your children will just ask you a question out of curiosity? That, Baba, why did
that would be my daughter Aisha, yes.
Thank you. Now, with everything that happens, God has given us examples within ourselves so that we can understand this notion. It's because she's with you. She knows you. She's with you. She has respect for you already. So that question will not come from a position of disrespect. The angels questioning God is not coming. That's why I wanted to read the verses to show you the context on how the exchange went, and God didn't take it as disrespect. Now, I just gave you the example between me and my daughter as well. I didn't take it as a disrespect, even though she thought, oh, what is Baba doing? Why will you go and what? But the idea was they needed a clarity. So that's why God ended up saying that, didn't I tell you I know what you do not know? You understand? He wants to prove to them why he is God. So when he did that, you let me read a couple of verses. Then you just get the clarity, right? Now, so they said, while we glorify with your praise and sanctify you, he, God, said, indeed, I know what you do not know. That's the answer he gave them. He should have gotten angry and told them, that is disrespectful. Don't ask me that. But he didn't say that way. Then he went further and he taught Adam the names of them all and then displayed them to the angels and said, inform me. So here he wants to prove that to the angels the logic behind why he made that decision. So he asked the angels, inform me of the names of these if you should be truthful. Then what did the angels say? They said, glory be to you, subhanaka la ilma lana illa ma allamtana innaka antal alimul hakim. So this is where they said what? They said, glory be to you. We have no knowledge except what you have taught us. Indeed, you are the omniscient and the wise. So it continues. He, God, said, O Adam, inform them of their names. And when he, Adam, had informed them of their names, he, God, said, did I not tell you that I know the unseen of the heavens and the earth, and I know what you reveal and what you conceal? Do you see the point? Then that is when God went ahead to say, and when we said, or and then, we can say, and then, or and when we said to the angels, prostrate to Adam, then they prostrated except Iblis. He refused and became arrogant and was of the disbelievers. So it wasn't the angels who were arrogant, it was rather Iblis who became arrogant, because the angels actually submitted after God clarified the point to them.
Okay, so we understand that Iblis was amongst the angels, and he was an angel, and he was in that gathering when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was talking to them. Is that correct?
Yes, if you look at the word malaika as a title, not as an angel, we only use angel because that is the formula. If you look at it as a title, just like we talk about police officers or immigration officers, if you look at it like a title like that, then yes, Iblis was part of them.
Okay, so then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give them the order to bow down to Adam,
yeah,
that order was subject to the response that they done, wasn't it? Because that's where Iblis decided to see Allah. Initially, they all thought the same thing. They were consulted, whether they consulted each other, they were talking to each other about it, but they all thought, and they must have said the same thing. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave them a form of worship now. Not to worship Adam, but a form of ibadah. Now he's given them an order.
Yeah, he gave them
and
an
order was given
assignment.
to them because of what they were thinking.
They didn't have a problem in their thinking. It was only Iblis who had a problem, and he mentioned the problem, why he had a problem with what God said.
Yeah, but so Iblis said, I am better than him?
Exactly.
Okay, but they also said that they were better than us.
No, they never said.
In an indirect way. Go back to what they said, please. They said that we glorify you day and night. Why would you create someone that's going to shed blood and disobey you?
No, they didn't. Brother Forturini, choice of words. They didn't say, why will you create? It's a question. Will you?
I'm not sorry. I'm not quoting it by memory. I'm just quoting it just so you know. Like, you correct me, of course.
They were just asking, will you create? So it's like God is telling them, I'm going to create. He hasn't created yet. So now, will you place someone? Will you? It's just a question. This kind of question is out of curiosity. But if I ask you, why did you put this money here? It's like I'm trying to exert authority over you. You see, the question why and the question will you, they come in different connotations. If I ask you, will you come to the party? It's different from saying, why are you not coming to a party? Are you with me?
All right. So I am with you, but all I'm trying to say is that there was kind of, this was two stages. The Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling us about two separate things here. He's telling us about the original thing, which was when he spoke to the angels, to the malaika, and then the second thing is when he ordered them to prostrate. So he spoke to them as a group, because of the original idea that maybe Iblis was standing there, and maybe Iblis heard the angels say what they said, and then it grew in his head, and then he decided not to prostrate. But there's two points that Allah is making in this ayah.
The first point, did the angels accepted their mistake in the first point or not?
Of course they did. Humbly they accepted it, and they prostrated very quickly.
No. I said the first point. You are talking about the second point.
Okay, sorry. The first point, originally, no, they didn't. Until Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala proved to them after he taught Adam the asma.
No, that's not the part. I think you missed the part I was reading. Let me take you to that point. Then you can see the point, right? You see in Quran chapter 2 verse 30, when I read it, God at the end of the verse, he said, "Indeed, I know what you do not know." He told them, right? Then, and when he taught Adam the names of them, he asked the angels, "Inform me of the names of these, if you should be truthful," because he wanted to prove to them why he did what he did, and that they don't know what they are even asking. They don't even have the answers to that.
Okay, so that means they weren't truthful.
Exactly. So that's why he told them, if you should be truthful, because they weren't truthful with their question, because they acted as if.
So not being truthful, isn't that like something that was incorrect?
No, it can be incorrect, but that's not disrespectful. This is what I want you to understand. You want it to seem like they were coming from the position of disrespect to God, and I
understand that angels have free will and they can think for themselves.
Of course.
That's what I understand from this.
Of course, they have free will. That type of question, they question God, shows that they have free will.
Well, without a shadow of doubt, because they spoke, they gave their opinion.
Yes, that's a free will. It takes somebody with a free will to ask that. Only a slave cannot ask that question.
No.
You understand? But what I'm trying to clarify is their questioning wasn't coming from a position of disrespect, because God will have countered that with a harsh counter. Right? So here God was just proving to them a point as to making that claim that according to the angels, they were assuming that all of us will shed blood and cause corruption. That's what the angels assumed. So God was proving to them that that's not the case. Not every human being will shed blood. Not every human being will cause corruption. So now that Iblis realized that this entity who was now a place on earth is more dignified than him, Iblis wasn't happy with the prostration. He's like, no way I'll prostrate to this guy. So this is where Iblis became, ungrateful. So yes, angels have free will. The only angels who don't have that free will is the ones guarding over hell. According to Quran chapter 66 verse 6. La ya'sunallah ma amarahum. That is the one guarding the hellfire. But angels do have free will. Yes, they do.
Oh my God! Okay, just finally, you covered that. May Allah reward you. That's you've cleared that.
Thank you.
One final thing. There's a verse where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, "Whoever's the enemies of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and the Malaika,
yes,
and Jibreel and Mikael,
yes.
Why aren't they included in the group of Malaika?"
Oh, God normally does that even with the prophets. He does that. There's nothing different about that. I give an example. If I take you to Quran chapter, let's say chapter 33 verse 7, right? In Quran chapter 33 verse 7, God says this. He says, "Wa is akhazna minan nabiyina mithaqahum." Then he says, "Wa minka, wa min Nuhin." Then wa min Ibrahima, wa Musa, wa Isa. Then he says, bin Maryam. If you check this list, God says Nabiyina, but we already know Muhammad is a prophet, Noah was a prophet, Ibrahim was a prophet, Musa was a prophet, Isa was a prophet. But why is it that he differentiates their name from the group, even though they are part of the group? So the idea of mention is just to show that the elevated ones, the ones in the high class, that so that you can get the concept that okay, he decided to mention the names of some, but he didn't mention the names of some.
So Jibreel and Mikael would be like of the high ranks.
Exactly. Thank you. So that is why he did it in such a fashion, so that you can know that okay, he has actually mentioned some, but he didn't mention some. So he has stated that in the Quran that the messengers, he mentioned some, he didn't mention some, which is normal, typical of God. So according to Quran chapter 22 verse 75, it talks about choosing messengers among the angels and the humans. And we know Mikael and then Jibril, they are messengers of God, and they are not human beings. So they are angels.
Jazakallah khair, Baba. Thank you very much. Thank you for your time. May Allah reward you.
You're welcome. Thank you very much, Abdul. Thank you. I appreciate that. Peace. Salam. Yes. So, ladies and gentlemen, I've done 2 hours 45 minutes. I think I was expecting somebody in the comment section. I think there's a question I missed, right? I was supposed to answer one particular question before the call came in. Do I remember the question? I don't know. Is it from Zabuta? Zabuta, can you remind me what was your question? I was about to answer your question. Okay, there is another question here. It says, Kohaiun, yeah? Kohaiun. Hey, please help me pronounce your name. Kohaiun, right? It says, peace, Baba, I'm a revert. I was confused about about what does Quran 15:9 mean when it says the remembrance. I'm a bit confused on the preservation. Do you have any video on it? The remembrance is found in the Quran. Quran chapter 54 verse 17, where it says, وَلَقَدْ يَسَّرْنَا الْقُرْآنَ لِلْذِكْرِ فَهَلْ مِن مُدَّكِّرٍ. The zikr is found in the Quran, and it helps with the remembrance of the Quran. That is the remembrance of the Quran, and that is the preservation of the remembrance of the Quran. Right? So the remembrance is found in the Quran, right? Which makes the Quran easy to remember. Yes, so Quran chapter 54 verse 17. And when you go to Quran chapter 38 verse 1, it tells you the Quran possesses the remembrance. So the Quran has the remembrance contained within it, right? What is the other question I mixed? Is it from Zabuta? Zabuta, yeah, salam to you. Peace to you, Asaf 4Gs, right? Peace to you. Hussein, if you're here, can you send a request? Can you call? Can you join the stream? The question Adam Mirji said ask a question, right? That I missed earlier on. I was about to answer that question where is asking a question concerning the jism, right? This one. Salam Baba, I wanted to ask why you choose to translate al-jism as personality in 2247. Yeah, this one. Yeah, this word, when you go, and their prophet said to them, indeed, God has already delegated Saul as a king for you. They said, how can he have sovereignty over us while we are worthier of sovereignty than him? And he has not been given an abundance of what? Of wealth. He, the prophet, said, indeed, God has chosen him over you and has increased him extensively in knowledge and personality. If you put the word jism, and you are talking about body, physical, in that context, if you say body, are you trying to say he's fat? Because the word bastatan comes right in front. The bastatan is extensive. So if you say in body, like if you are saying body, remember in Arabic, every vocabulary in Arabic has multiple meanings. You have to decide by the context. The context talks about a metaphorical sense, which is the personality, not the body itself. So if you're talking about being the body, so are you trying to say he's just extensive, or that's not how it is. That's not the point, right? Salam to you, Think, from USA. Yes, I see you, sis. How are you? So that is why you see me when I translate certain words, when I underline it, it means you have to pay extra care. You have to reflect, think about it, ponder deeply why I chose that choice of word. It helps you to reflect and understand the reasons why certain words are used. You get the point. So it's the context that allows personality there, right? Okay. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I'm ending the stream on Facebook and YouTube and Twitch, and I'll be jumping to TikTok, right? I need to jump to TikTok. Ada Mirji says, I thought it meant as physically bigger. So if the king was the bigger one, then he would have been the one to fight Goliath, not David. If he was the bigger one, he would have been the one to fight David, right? So when you check the argument they had with God, the prophet, concerning why God chose the king, the context clearly tells you it's about personality, because God knows what is within the personality, right? That's why he chose him as a king, not because of they thinking they have money and riches and So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm bringing the stream. Salam to you, Michael. You're welcome. Peace to you. Apex says, Baba, can you explain the meaning of the word alathani in 41:29? It's unique, only appearing in this one verse in the whole Quran. Let me tackle this. Chapter 41, verse 29. It says, and those who disbelieve, let me put it on the screen. Sorry. Let me put it on the screen. Yes. Yeah, it says, and those who disbelieve will say, our Lord, show us those who misled us of jinns and humans, that we may put them beneath our feet, so that they will be of the lowliest. What exactly is your question? I don't get your question. You said what? Baba, can you explain the meaning of which word are you actually asking me about? Okay, al-Lazaini. Al-Lazaini, that is the two of the groups. We are talking about Arina al-Lazaini here. This al-Lazaini is talking about the two groups. Yes, that is the jinns and the humans. These two groups. So among the al-Lazaini, right? Yes, the al-Lazaini, I've seen it. Yes, the two groups. If you go to Quran chapter, this is 41:29, right? So in 41:29, if you go to Quran chapter 4, verse 15, verse 16. Quran chapter 4, verse 16, al-Lazani was used. Al-Lazani can also mean two. Then al-Lazaini can also mean two, but in a plural sense, right? So you can see here in Quran chapter 4, verse 16, we have al-Lazaini, right? Al-Lazaini. So here, then we have al-Lazani. So here, al-Lazani, al-Lazaini, when something is in a dual, but in a plural sense. Here is just two people, al-Lazani, two. But in the other one, al-Lazaini is two instances of plural sense, that two groups. So humans and jinns, right? So the individuals are the ones mentioned in Quran chapter 4, verse 16. That has to do with two individuals, right? Two individuals in Quran chapter 4, verse 16. But in Quran chapter 41, verse 29, is talking about two groups, the group of humans and group of jinns. So among them, those who misled people. Yeah. So thank you for the question, actually. So let me see here. Guys, I need to bring the stream to an end. Then I can go on TikTok. I don't know. Am I getting tired? I don't know. I think I'm getting tired. But I'm going to TikTok. Kindly join me there. Let's continue. Let's see if some mushriks will join us. Yeah. So thank you on TikTok also for all those who sent the gifts. Thank you. I appreciate all of you. God bless you. And ladies and gentlemen, this is the stream for today. I think the topic I've tackled is enough for people to rewatch and benefit, and also to see the meltdown of these Christians who are actually leading the pack in front, representing their Christian community with their secrets all over out there, washing their dirty laundries in front of the people's eyes, talking about their marital affairs, the secret issues they have in their marriage issues, marital issues. People without ethics, clowns, people who are, completely lost it, have no clue, and these people are being funded. It's just terrible, 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 terrible. Right? Okay, so I'm going to TikTok now, ladies and gentlemen. This is Baba Shuaib, the correctional officer. I bring this topic to an end. One love to you all. God bless you all. I appreciate all of you. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you for your comments and everything. I appreciate all of you. Musa Khan, thank you very much. God bless you too. Apex, thank you. Jihan says after party. Thank you very much. The real Mishizi Sniper, God bless you. Guys, all of you, I appreciate. Thank you very much. Quran alone is truth. Thank you, Michael. Guys, thank you all of you watching, Sister Khadija, all of you, Zabuta, all of you who asked the question, those who commented, everything. I appreciate all of you. All of you. Thank you very much. So I'm going to TikTok now. Join me on TikTok, right? So for TikTok, I'll be ending the stream and come back. So if you're on TikTok, kindly stay tuned. Don't go away. I'm coming back. So peace to you all. This is where I bring it to an end. Always give them a reason to remember your name. The correctional officer.